Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Please do let me know if you can hear me. Well, I can see we've got quite a lot in here already. Fantastic. It's still showing us waiting on my system here, so please do still shout up as soon as you can hear me, please, folks. Blimey. Got quite a lot of people in already. Okay. Can you hear me? Just confirm, please, that you can hear me, someone. Oh, yes. Oh, fantastic. Right. Good evening, everybody. Let's see who we've got today. We have Laurie. Hi, Laurie. Anna Karen. Christine. Silver Stitchers. Red. Just popped in. Start working this week and need to be rested and prepared for that. Good luck, Red, at your new job. Hi, Helen. Hi, Woo Woo. Catherine. Esther. Jeannie. Patsy. Leslie. Celia. Ebony. Catherine says, hello, Nicola, hope you had a lovely weekend. Yes, very good, thank you. Hi, Katinka, Cheryl, Mrs. Miggins, Clover Stitcher, Susie Q Stitchers, and Sandy. And I hope I've captured everybody there. Hi, folks. How are we all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. It's that Sunday night time again. Let's get a bit of stitching in. I say a bit, I've already done nearly 1,200 on this today. As you can see, I've got my Middle-earth map out and stitching away. What are you guys stitching on? Please do let me know. Oh, well, with the end of another weekend, the washing machine is on, so you might hear it take off very shortly once it starts to spin. You know how it is. Although, if it does get a bit loud, Andy, if you wouldn't mind shutting the middle door for me.
All right.
Not so bad, thanks, Patsy. Hi, Lucy. How are you doing today?
Is Nerdy Stitcher in?
Not yet. Cheryl is stitching on Disney Cross Stitch. Ebony, my Wildlife of Predator Luca S kit. Lovely. Helen is still plodding on Tilton's Sons of Anarchy, 94%. Way, keep going, Helen. Doing super well. Oh, I've just put that stitch in the wrong place.
What you like?
I know. Okay. Come on, out you come. Thank you. Okay. Jeannie, hey, Miss Stewart. Celia, hey, Sal, Astrology Cat. Susie Q, Gecko Girl, Stitching the Bee. Yay, I've got that on my starts list for next year, Susie. Don't know if you've seen that. Silver Stitches, thank you, Nick, so much for the fabric. No problem at all, my pleasure. So much better to work on Ada than hardhanger. My parents took the hardhanger from me for their own work, so it doesn't get thrown away. Beautiful. Thank you for your photos, by the way. If you're happy, I will show them later if I can get them to load on my tablet. But yeah, I've seen your lovely progress pictures that you emailed over to me, Silver Stitches, and I'm glad that you're happy with the fabric. You know, it just seemed a shame that you were going to have to wait a long time for a bit of fabric, and whilst I got it sat here doing nothing, it just made sense to give it a new home. You're welcome, Helen. Patsy's still doing Hogsmeade. I'm at 92.88%, should be finished by live next week. So is that the Wednesday live, Patsy? Please say the Wednesday live. Not that I'm enabling you to stitch any quicker. Lucy is good. Now granddaughter's gone home. That peace and quiet time, Lucy. You can put your feet up for a bit. Okay, let's just doing a quick mark off. Jeannie is stitching on Beachcombers Bounty at 8%. Sandy, Tiger Lily, Laurie Prindle's Pain-Free Crafts, 1.61%. Oh, a new start for you, Sandy, or a relatively new start. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Gail. Oh, Anna Karen's on Cosmic Marbles. Kelly hopes to get my polar bear project worked on this week. Lovely job. Catherine's working on the Hade Strawberry Fief art by William Morris. Patsy, try, but don't feel pressured at all. If you do, you do. But you know, you never know. That last 10% on those country magic ones just tend to go quickly, you know. Just saying. Gail stitching on Baby Giraffe, Luca S kit. Lovely, lovely. Silver Stitches, happy for you to show my progress. Excuse the dirty fabric on Peacock Days. Don't worry. Hey, you know, the good thing about these is that they can all have a bath when they're done. This piece has been ongoing since 2016 and it's desperate for a bath and it's not getting one until it's finished. How's Andy this evening? Question from Helen there.
He's all right.
He's tucked away in the corner. He watched the video that I put out today. You know, the one where I sort of introduced myself and my channel.
You know the one.
Yeah, you know the one, Andy.
You buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Right now, Safe Stanley Care for window and door you buy, I'll give you another one absolutely free. And trust me, it's free fitting.
He always does that. He has to do the Safe Style advert every time you say.
Only the British people in your live stream will get that. And only those of a certain age. Everybody in America, Australia, or wherever else they are in the world, they'll be like, what the heck just happened?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he's just fine and dandy. He watched my video from yesterday earlier. So, and I know that a good lot of you have seen it as well. Let me know what your thoughts were. Okay, Katinka stitching on the little cake shop. Christine listening whilst cleaning and reorganizing your bedroom. Ooh, you know, there's nothing nicer than a spring clean, even though it's the summer. But you know, it's been cool enough to do something like that today, hasn't it? Here it's been quite cold actually. My feet are very cold, almost winter cold. Hey Enid.
Nerdy Stitcher.
Yeah. Hey Kashi. Haha, says Silver Stitches. I get that too, and I hated them. And Patsy is lolling. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I've had Andy's children have been here this weekend, and I've had my stepdad over as usual, and we've done a picky tea. So lots of cold meat and salad and savoury snacks and pickles and all kinds of other bits, followed by chocolate cake, because why not? We're rebels. What are you doing over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Just getting my headphones.
Oh. Okay. So, yeah, we've had a bit of a day. But, yeah, it's definitely been a bit cooler here. Hotter than Hades, where Enid is. Allergen's also hiding in the doors as asthma's acting up. Oh, dear. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad for you, Enid. Nothing worse. My ex-husband suffered with asthma and allergy, and Hannah, my eldest, has got hay fever and, you know, struggles quite a bit, but, yeah, nothing worse. Cheryl, I've done Little Cake Shop. It was your first Hade. Oh, lovely. Cool. So, yeah, I've had a busy weekend stitchy-wise. I spent the whole day yesterday on She Sleeps because my model stitch was finished and went back. And the email that I got said, wow, the detailing looks fantastic. Send me your bill. Are you ready for another? All in the same sentence. So there'll be another model stitching coming. I have plenty of antihistamines at least, says Enid. Silver Stitches managed to work out how to transfer progress from one device to another. Much prefer using Pattern Keeper for my Chromebook. Yeah, great stuff. And he said to me earlier on in the week that you'd solved that mystery. Oh, and the non-drowsy varieties is for you, Enid. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Okay, cool. You can use Pattern Keeper on your Chromebook. Wish Market was available on MacBook. It would be cool. Yeah. That's the thing with some of these devices. They're not all app compatible. So Lynn says, hi, Andy. Lynn says, hi, Andy.
Oh, hi, sorry. Sorry, I've got my headphones on. I'm going to take them off now.
Lynn's our lady in Canada, or one of our ladies in Canada, should I say, because I have a Canadian contingent. Doesn't mean you can't have your headphones on, darling.
No, but if I've got them on, I can't hear you, and then I look like an idiot. So.
Great, getting paid to cross-stitch. Is there anything better? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the designs that I've been doing are so cute. Even though, you know, pain in the neck, white on white, linen, but super cute to do. And the end results have been fabulous. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to make it into a job, says Enid. I might start to hate it, I fear. Well, I'm not hating it yet. And I've been doing it for, let's see, I'm 14 when I started. I'm nearly 50, so 30 odd years. I would happily do this all day, every day. I could get paid enough. But because it's still ad hoc at the moment, it's not feasible to do it as a full-time gig, unfortunately. Yeah, Kelly is in British Columbia near Vancouver, as well as Lynn in Canada. Gail went for my routine checkup at the hospital. I put on 10 stone now, so I'm dieting now. Need to get back to 9 stone. I hope that everything went well at the checkup, Gail. And I'm sure that stone will be off in no time. Laurie is getting ready for another storm, a rainfall warning. Okay. So, yeah, it sounds like it's all going weather-wise in Canada today. I could definitely cross-stitch, crochet and weave all day long. Yeah. You know, I could craft from dawn to dusk. I really could, because I cross-stitch, but I also crochet and I knit as well, although I haven't knitted for a long time. I keep saying I must show progress on Hannah's blanket on my floss tube. I really must get that out this week and show it on floss tube. But, you know, I was in Mum and Pop's quilt shop live yesterday, and she was doing this beautiful on-point quilt. And I was just watching her do it as I'm sat here stitching, and I'm like, I could do that. You know, I've got 3 sewing machines. What's my excuse for not having a go at quilting? Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going to have to do a bit of unpicking, right? So, yeah, totally inspired yesterday. Although I don't think I'm going to have a go at the backpack. I think that's definitely a step too far for me. There you go. Laurie is in Toronto. Yeah. Silver stitches or cross stitching, something I didn't like to do for someone I was not sure of, then I'd hate it for sure. Yeah. But because I'm very much about the process, the design itself is not, well, I wouldn't say it's not relevant, but it's not the biggest thing for me. It's not the biggest part of it. Been in Toronto as a teenager back in the 80s. Rain is helpful since there's still loads of forest fires burning. Oh dear, Kelly. Oh, that's good to hear, Gail. I'm glad things went well. Just having a mark off. Start with something easy. Yeah, absolutely. Laurie, just a little bit. You know, like I said, I sat here stitching away and just watching this quilt come together and thinking, you know, quilts can look so complicated, you know, when you sort of see them. But wow, that was just, I really enjoyed it. And, you know, like Laura Lynn said, you know, she knows that I'm not a quilter, but, you know, I just really, really enjoyed seeing the process, seeing her share the process with me or with everybody in that stream. I thought it was wonderful. Kelly has quilting videos as well. Yeah, I should be going to have a look. 400. I'm going to let this play while I vacuum some more. Oh dear, Kelly. All these things like housework and things get us in the way of our stitching time, our crafting time, doesn't it? I used to cross stitch all day as I was a head stitcher for Culinary Crafts, and then my husband and I used to do sewing for pleasure in Manchester and Ali Pally. Ooh. How big is the Middle Earth map? It is 789,750 stitches. And size-wise, come on, view PDF. It is 975 across by 810 down. So it's a fair old size, this one. And I am 32.94%. I am almost at a third done. So you should watch the channel, The Last Holly House. I would love it. Homely House, right. I'll be keeping an eye on these. Enid, a few stitches away from finishing the second page on your red samplet. Yep, I've seen that over on Facebook today, Enid. It looks lovely. I think it was today. Could have been yesterday. I might be lying there. Weekend days blur into one another, and we're never ready for Mondays, are we? So cool. I am having a change of office day this week. Going to go in on Thursday instead of Tuesday, which means that I will be able to make Laura Lynn's live on Tuesday, which will be nice. Last week, I don't know if you remember me saying I was delivering some training. It went super well. And the people who I trained have done an amazing job. So it's been a great week at work. And the big boss is very happy. Hi, Sunny Days. I'll be listening in, but unlikely to post much. I'm working on Gecko Rouge Off the Beaten Track by Joe Grundy. 16.54%. Super duper. Silver Stitches thinking of making a Facebook group. Not sure how popular it would be. Cross Stitches Anonymous. I can show any type of cross stitching. Would this be of interest? I would say very possibly Silver Stitches, but you know, definitely have some rules and guidelines with regards to things like copyright and stuff, and you know, which patterns people can and can't show and that kind of thing. Because, you know, when you have a name like Cross Stitches Anonymous, a lot of people will think, oh, well, that's an ideal place to go and sort of do some dodgy dealings and share patterns and that kind of thing. So, you know, definitely before you open any group on a Facebook, have a good think of some rules. And certainly, you know, things like don't show the chart and, you know, that kind of thing. And I run a couple of Facebook groups. I would definitely have some screening questions for people who want to join. And have posts pre-moderated. They have to be approved, because otherwise you will get bots joining the group, and then you get all this spammy stuff. You know, somebody's died and I've got a computer, and you know, that kind of thing, or this dog I found by the side of the road, that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely, it's always a good idea to take a belt and braces approach with any Facebook group, just making sure that you set the stall, as it were.
I hear you. I know.
I'm on live.
It's alright, she's calling me deaf.
All right, okay. Yeah, just set your stall, I think, before you do it, because I mean, the Heaven and Earth Design group that I run, people have to answer the membership questions, and all posts are pre-moderated. It stops a lot of spam getting through. And I know that one of my moderators has seen a ridiculous amount of bots and things trying to join. So I was going to say, before you shut the middle door there, lock up the backhander, but you've already done it.
I know, because I'm that damn good.
Yeah, you certainly are. I love this linen I'm stitching on. It feels nice and warm in my hands. Yep. Yeah, it's good to have a lovely soft fabric. And linen's nice for that sort of thing, for texture and warmth and the feel of it. I just not that keen on stitching on it. Much prefer an even weave. Hannah's here. Say hi, Hannah.
I'm making super noodles.
Well, you might be making super noodles, but you can say hi, Hannah.
I'm starving.
Hannah is about to go and get something to eat, but she should be saying hi. Say hi, Hannah. We know you're starving. Nice to meet you, starving, but say hi.
To show my nails?
You've already did that last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know where I haven't.
Oh. She's refusing to say hi. But Patsy says hi, the diamond painting lady.
I say hi in my own little
Oh, okay. Gail says hi.
That nice one will give me all the stuff.
Diamond paintings. Yeah, that's right. Hi, Adria.
I still haven't got very far.
Kelly says hello, Hannah, as well. So there you go. You see, you're getting your own fan club, kid.
Nah. I need to do a bit more with diamond painting, but I don't get a chance. But hopefully next Monday after we come back from Cleveland, I'll sit down and do it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And I can periodically show your progress. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I hardly get chances.
Silver Stitches and Adria both say hi as well. Silver Stitches cooked your own dinner. Cool.
Who've cooked their own dinner?
Silver Stitches.
What they made? They're starving.
Yeah, Hannah wants to know what you made so she can live vicariously through your dinner menu.
You got it for me.
Trust me, she likes super noodles and chicken nuggets
And
chips and hot dogs.
Without the bread.
Without the bread, yeah. She's a very fussy eater, so if you can provide her with lots of beige food, she's yours.
I like Richmond sausages too.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, then
Hey, Karen, how are you?
Well, I guess
Good to see you.
I shall return.
You shall return.
I shall return.
Right
Okay,
then.
it's not too hot, says Kelly's Constant Cruises, but the AC is on because it's really humid. After last night's storm, the breeze is picking up. Ooh, I'm not keen on humidity. Ready Stitcher, Enid loves hot dogs too. Slap that mustard on that bad boy. Hannah likes her hot dogs chopped up into super noodles. She's a very strange child, but there you go. Silver Stitches says cooking. Right, she's cooking. Are you getting this? Chicken and cashew nuts with lime and coriander rice.
Sounds all right.
If she cooks the plain chicken on its own, let me know. I'll have that.
So did you hear that?
I don't want the nuts.
I don't know if you heard that, Silver Stitches. Just a plain chicken, she'd have that. No nuts. And I don't think you'd have the rice either, would you? No, you'd just want some noodles or pasta instead, wouldn't you?
If anyone wants to feed me, I accept donations.
Oh dear. She's a card, isn't she, Anna? Absolutely.
That's not what I call it.
If anyone wants to feed her, she accepts donations, apparently.
I wouldn't call Hannah a card, Mickey. I'd call her something else beginning with C.
What's a classic Clara? We'll call her a Clatty-Clara.
No, it's not Clatty-Clara.
I know, but we'll call her it for that. I like to make mac and cheese from scratch, but nobody likes that, it would seem. Well, Lauren happens to love mac and cheese, so you're hired for Lauren. Lauren is very different. There's very little that Lauren won't try or tackle, or Lauren quite likes things like steak. Mind you, Hannah likes steak as well. Lauren will quite happily eat rice and noodles and pasta, and she doesn't mind what meat you give her, and Lauren's a lot less fussy.
Lauren's the complete opposite of me.
Completely, yeah.
When it comes to food, anyway.
Catherine is coming in from Facebook. She'll have to catch up later. She's got visitors. No worries at all, Catherine. I'm sure that you'll catch up on catch up. So yeah, not a problem at all.
Yeah, put that on the side in there, please, Hannah.
What am I, a slave?
Apparently so.
Well, that makes a change of you doing it to me.
The banter in this house, honest to God.
It's not banter, it's truth.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? We are a very real household. There's always something going on. It's never just the stitching. Maybe I should have that as a second line, or my quote. It's never just the stitching.
What are you thinking?
Oh, you see, Enid, you're going to get quite a queue at your lunch table now.
Can I use that to stir my noodles?
Yes.
Ooh.
And if I weren't so far away, I'd be joining you and all. Homemade mac and cheese, Andy.
Sounds good to me.
Baked in a casserole with panko all over the top. Make a roux with bechamel and then dump hand shredded cheddar in it. Ooh, could use Emmental or Gruyere. Don't mind, it sounds good anyway. Yum, yum.
Pig ball. Oh, dear.
You all right over there, lovey?
Yeah.
Well, we've hit over 50 people in here, which is wonderful. I did see 53 earlier. So welcome if you've not been in one of my lives before. Grab a drink, grab your stitching, pull up a pew and listen to the fun and games. They very often are in these live streams. I'm sure you guys will agree. Try and have a bit of a laugh, keep things nice and light, and enjoy our stitchy time together. Hey Kay, how are you? Have you got your frame traumas resolved now? Have you been able to stitch with your Nurjan Lowry? Silver Stitches likes the Iceland frozen mac and cheese with sausages and mixed veg. Ooh, I've not tried the frozen one. P.S. If you like cauliflower, it's nice in mac and cheese because cheese sauce on steamed cauliflower is a match made in heaven. Yep. Cauliflower cheese is a favourite dish. It's one of them things, though, over here in the UK, cauliflower cheese, you love it or you hate it. I love it.
It's not for me, I'm afraid.
There's something hypnotic watching someone else stitch. Yeah. Before I do my live, I usually watch Gemma Stitches stitch with me. And it's quite nice actually just to sort of sit and have that wind down after doing lunch for everybody or dinner for everybody by, watching and listening to somebody else. Next time I'll try and pan fry some kielbasa sliced and put that in mac and cheese. Ooh, You could put cheese sauce on potatoes, I guess. Possibly. Talk about cooking all night, couldn't we? We'll all get starving by the end of it, and everybody's going to be right back, just making something to eat. I always watch Gemma's videos. Says Kelly, it's nice to catch up with what's going on with her. Sounds like the renovations are nearly finished. Yes, I think so. I saw some pictures on her Facebook earlier as well. It looks fantastic. Kay, thank you so much for your help. No worries. Up and running now. 2 frames on the go. Hubby is not too impressed. He'll get used to it. With a pile of stitching next to me. I've got a 3-seater sofa and I take up 2.5 seats. You'll soon get used to it, Kay. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in your fasting window, Enid. Oh dear. We'll be making you hungry. Well, I finished eating for the day now because I had a big tea earlier on. I perhaps ate a little bit more than I should have done. But heck, it's one meal. And I lost 1.5 pounds this week. So I have 12 pounds to go to get to my slimming goal, which is good. So I worked out earlier, I have lost 96.5 pounds in the last 12 months.
Oh, you. Sorry. That wasn't aimed at you.
Oh, I was going to say that.
No,
it sounds like that was
aimed
aimed at me.
No, sorry, it wasn't aimed at you. 96.5 pounds is really good going. That needs to be applauded, actually.
Thank you. I saw my memories today. I was sharing my first half of stone loss, my first 7 pounds. Prefer poutine than mac and cheese for a comfort food, says Catherine. I know it's such a Canadian thing to say, but I'll always choose the poutine. Yeah, don't blame you.
We've had that, haven't we?
Yeah. Kelly's going to head out and get some more chores done. No worries, Kelly. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Never had real poutine. Missed the boat on that one. I think the only place really to have real poutine is in Canada.
No, I've been to Canada 3 times, but never had it.
One American food I don't care for is biscuits and gravy. Biscuits are like what you would eat with dinner, not cookies. Yeah, I think if we had biscuits here in the UK, we would call them a plain scone or a savoury scone. But, you know, we do them another way by adding sugar and dried fruit. So I don't know if you have scones in the USA. No idea. And gravy, from what I understand from biscuits and gravy, is a very light colour, a white, almost like a white gravy, like a white sauce.
It reminds me of the IKEA gravy that you have on meatballs.
Yeah, for us, gravy is beef flavoured and dark brown, and usually quite thick, unless you're Andy.
Don't you start with that. I have enough from Lauren.
Poutine is French fries with gravy and cheese curd on them. Yep. We've got deconstructed strawberry trifle. I've baked scones before. Yep. Sausage gravy. Thank you, Karen. That's what I was looking for, sausage gravy. Ours is completely different because for our gravy is like a beef base.
It is beef. You can have other kinds of gravy.
Well, you can, because you can get chicken gravy.
Yeah.
And you can actually get even vegetarian versions of it too. But for us, gravy is like granules made up with boiling water and stirred up, and then you add the granules according to the thickness you want.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I understand in the USA, sausage gravy that you have with biscuits is completely different. So. Not a gravy fan, says Silver Stitches. I know it's shocking I don't like it, says Enid. I'm a little annoyed with myself over that one, but I don't like bologna, or do you pronounce it bologna?
Yeah, it's bologna, isn't it?
What is cheese curd? It sounds nasty. It's not nasty, it's quite nice. Cheese curd is like, I think it's like another product of the cheese making process, or, you know, part of the cheese making process that you get it. I think it can be quite salty. Can it be quite salty? It is fairly soft. You know, it tears up like sort of mozzarella can, from what I gather, from what I've seen. Cheese curds aren't terrible.
Yeah, the curd is the soft sort of squishy bit of cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the whey is like the
yeah,
cheese.
curds and whey. So it's like part of the process, isn't it? So it's like cheese. So you separate the curds from the whey. So the curds are what they use in poutine, and then they process, or I said process, then they continue to, well, I suppose process is the right word, process it further to make hard cheese, or, you know, whatever it is that they're making.
Because essentially, when you make cheese, you're draining.
You're draining the curds, aren't you?
You're draining the curds, and that's
and squeezing the curds.
Yeah, and the watery stuff that comes out is called the whey, isn't it?
Ah, thanks, Leslie. It's our cottage cheese. You know, this is where, you know, when we've got people here from different nations, we can really see the difference.
Well, there is a difference, a big difference.
In foods, you know, and even what we call them. Because cheese curds turns out to be cottage cheese, which I quite like. In fact, I love. Thanks, Catherine. Cheese curds are made from fresh pasteurised milk, to which cheese culture and rennet are added. After the milk curdles, it's then cut into cubes and results in a mixture of whey and curd. Hey?
What?
Not bad milk.
No, it's not bad milk.
Obviously, you wouldn't have it if it was bad, right? But then again, when you think about it, cheese is gone off milk, isn't it?
No, it's not. Right, when you curdle cheese, it doesn't necessarily mean that it makes it taste bad. There's a way to do it so that it doesn't taste bad. Cottage cheese is that way.
Fun fact, did you guys know that only 3 counties in England are allowed to produce Stilton? It is a protected cheese.
Yep, I can't stand Stilton. Ugh. You can keep that. It's horrible stuff.
It's kind of funny because Stilton, you can only make legally, you can only make Stilton in Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire, or Derbyshire. But the name Stilton originates from Cambridgeshire.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd. But go and watch my Stilton episode, it explains it.
And I feature in it.
Yes, you do.
But no, I really cannot stand Stilton cheese. In fact, any mould ripened cheese, blech, no thank you.
People like it though.
Well, clearly it's got a massive following, you know. And it's most popular, you know, like on cheese boards at Christmas, it's the most popular kind of cheese. But ugh, awful stuff.
It's like Marmite, isn't it? Some people like it, some people don't.
I don't like Marmite.
Oh, excuse me.
Nathan likes Marmite.
The American, right, I do believe the Americans out there, they might not necessarily know what Marmite is, actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that Marmite is international.
Well,
I'm about to find out.
From what I understand, the Americans don't actually know what it is.
Well,
And
we'll soon find
The reason
out.
I say that is because a long time ago, I was following this guy on YouTube, and he used to get like packages from over here, and someone used to send him Marmite, and he used to get very excited about it because before these like people sent him all this stuff, he had no idea what it was. So that's sort of what I'm going off.
I see all of your comments, by the way. Yeah, I can always remember that my favourite story about Marmite is when I was working at Latimer House 25 years back.
Latimer House, that's the...
in Chesham.
Yeah.
In fact, nearly 30 years back. One of the chaps that worked there said to me, what are you having for lunch? And I says, oh, there's a cottage roll there with bread roll shaped like a cottage loaf. I shall have that with some Marmite on. Oh, he says, Marmite, don't even talk to me about Marmite. I was like, what do you mean? He says, I loved Marmite the first time I had it. He said, now bearing in mind this guy was in his 50s. He said, the first time I had Marmite, I absolutely loved it. He says, and then when I got my first, he said, I was a child. He says, and then I got my first job. And with my first pay packet, the first thing that I wanted to do was to go and buy a jar of Marmite.
Did he?
He did. He went and got a jar of Marmite, and then he got himself some bread and butter, and he spread the Marmite on this bread and butter like he was plastering a wall. And of course...
Yeah, well, if you like it.
And of course, he bit into it, and he was like, oh, completely put off after that.
Why?
Because he never realised that Marmite was supposed to be spread really thinly, because it had been a long time since he'd had it to him buying the jar. And he didn't realise it was meant to be spread incredibly, quite thinly, because otherwise it's just far too strong.
It's bitter, isn't it?
Yep.
That's why I don't like it.
Oh, I love it. I love Marmite, and I'll get like a cracker, and I'll put some Marmite on it, and then I'll put some Dairy Lee on it.
Are you getting comments about this?
Where the heck am I? Oh, there. Marmite is like the left produce of yeast fermentation. That's right.
Yeah, it's yeast extract, isn't it? And you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah. Celia, Marmite is incredibly strong. It's a yeast extract, and it's almost got a meaty taste, like a beefy taste.
And I absolutely despise it.
But you like Twiglets, which are coated in it.
I know, which is weird. But then again, I like tiramisu, which is basically
Coffee.
And I hate coffee.
Enid. Celia asks, what does Marmite taste like? And Enid's reply, like masochism, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, it's not wrong.
Oh my gosh, Enid, that's brilliant.
It's absolutely not wrong. It tastes vile. I'm sorry, it just does.
Now, if there's anybody here from Australia or who's come across it, they have an equivalent of Vegemite.
Yeah, they're Vegemite, aren't they?
No idea what that tastes like. Never tried it.
Well, I imagine it's probably the same kind of flavour, I suppose.
Don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it might taste the same. I've got no idea.
I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but here in our supermarkets, we do have, in some of them, we do have an international section, where you can buy some things, from, like for example, we can buy in our international section foods from America, like Hershey Kisses and Lucky Charms, and where else do we get off the American bit, Hannah? You get a few bits and pieces off the American sweets in the supermarket, haven't you?
Not me personally, but Lauren does.
Oh, Lauren does.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Lauren's
I've tried the old American sweet, but I'm not bothered.
Apparently, it is not an equivalent to Vegemite. It's disgusting. Silver Stitches, I don't like marmalade. I love oranges. I will drink orange juice. I like orange jelly, as in if Americans, what American people would call Jello. I like orange squash, you know, but marmalade, no. Horrible stuff.
I thought you liked marmalade.
Nope. I've never liked marmalade. Lime marmalade is really nice.
Lime marmalade's not marmalade, though, is it?
It's made in exactly the same way as marmalade. It's just the fruit is different.
So effectively, it's not the marmalade you don't like. It's the oranges you don't like.
It's the orange flavour. Orange marmalade. I can't stand it. My mum used to love it. I hate it.
Granddad liked it.
Well, he would. Granddad will eat anything. Granddad was a military man.
Yeah. Basically, in his RAF days, Hannah, you know this as well as anybody. If there was only like one thing on offer to eat,
you ate it.
You had to eat it, because if you didn't,
you'd go hungry.
You'd go hungry.
Yeah. Absolutely. That does sound disgusting, Enid. That. Ugh. Watermelon gummy candy with a chili and lime flavouring. Ugh.
I don't even like watermelon.
Kay loves lemon curd. Husband hates it. I love lemon curd. I think everybody likes lemon curd in this house, don't they?
No.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I don't like it. I won't eat what are them little cakes that are like what are they called? Not cherry baked ones, but they're similar. They're like little tarts.
Like a jam tart?
Yeah, with lemon curd on it.
You mean a lemon curd tart then?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I thought they had a different name. I won't eat them.
Because I learn quite a lot from YouTube, because I do watch a lot of these competitive eaters. You know, I'm sure you guys know that I've watched the My 600 Pound Life, but I also watched some of the competitive eaters who were quite funny. And you learn quite a lot from them as well, you know, the differences between other countries and the UK. You know, we sort of have very blinkered views and ways with our food, whereas around the world it's completely different.
It is indeed. It's not to say that we don't have some good things with our food. It's just that we tend to be a little, shall we say? Well,
yeah. I mean, our most popular dish is an Indian. It's curry.
Yeah, tikka masala. That says something about multicultural.
Exactly. That's how multicultural Britain is. Our most popular dish is one that originated in India.
What have we got then?
Do we have a national dish?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips?
Well,
I thought it might be roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
Well, I imagine it's fish and chips. It can't. I mean, blimey, if it's not fish and chips, what the heck is it? I mean,
we have a national drink for sure.
What's that?
What's that? Tea.
Cup of tea.
Yeah.
Again, that's not English. Tea is not English.
Yeah, but a cup of tea is British.
Because everything is solved in England by having a cup of tea.
Yeah, sad cup of tea, happy cup of tea,
tea.
cup of tea.
Yeah, but I know.
Right, so your life is falling apart, have a cup of tea. You're late, have a quick cup of tea.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, Hannah, what I'm saying to you is that tea, it did not originate here.
Don't care. It's still a British thing. It's a typical British thing.
Tea is also South Asian.
What's the one thing that the majority of people in this country drink?
Is tea. Coronation chicken. Coronation chicken was, I believe, invented to celebrate the Queen Victoria's coronation. I think it was Queen Victoria's.
No, was it not Elizabeth II?
I would check that on
Hang
Google.
on, I'm just going to do it now. I'm sure it wasn't Victoria.
Pretty sure it's Queen Victoria because she had an Indian servant.
Hang on. I'll soon check it.
We'll soon find out. Hannah's right, tea is very British. A hot cup of tea solves almost any problem. Yep.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
right, okay.
It seemed way too late to be Victoria. Because don't forget, Victoria was crowned in 1830 something.
All right. Back in
1837, I want to say.
I can't remember.
1837.
I can't remember what their dates were. Right, yes, the coronation chicken was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation.
Yes, 1837.
That's, I tell you why, because then she wasn't going to be crowned Empress of India because India had been essentially given back, hadn't it?
Yeah.
(1837) was
yeah, no, I've just checked it.
Queen Victoria. Scones must be British. I would say so, Katinka, yeah. But the jam and the cream debate will go on. You know, which goes on first, the jam or the cream? And it depends on where you live in the UK.
I can't remember it said.
What?
But I feel like you put the cream on, then a little bit of jam on top of the cream.
I would put the jam on and then a bit of cream on top.
Oh, here we go. It's the whole Devon versus Cornwall debate here, isn't it?
You see, I'd put the jam on first because the cream is a bit more runnier than the jam. And it spreads itself over the jam, doesn't it? Or you could do what I do and put 1/2 jam, 1/2 cream, slap them together and eat your scone like a sandwich.
So hang on, let's just recap then. What would you put on first?
Jam.
Jam, so the Cornish way.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I could not stand tea and drank coffee, but after my joke, I wanted my tea. Jam on first. Right, well, I'm going to get some jam on first. Woohoo!
Yeah, until you get someone from Devon in your chat, Nikki, and they'll be saying that they'll be saying
cream on first.
I think cream makes more sense. I see what you say about putting it on top and letting it run over the jam.
Mm.
But there's not much point in putting jam on it. You can let the cream cover the jam. When else see both? Sure.
You see, this is a debate that's raged in the West Country for a long time, Hannah.
Definitely.
The Yorkshire version is like your mum said. You put jam on one half, you put cream on the other, and you slap them together.
And it has to be proper clotted cream. It can't be any other kind. Because you like that clotted cream, don't you, Hannah?
Devon cream or Cornish cream?
The one, the cream that you spread with a knife. Not the squirty cream or anything like that. The one you spread with a knife. You like that? I know you don't like the squirty cream out of the can, do you?
I don't know. Not a massive cream fan. I like them though.
Now, you see, for me, I'm a roast beef person as well. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
I like Yorkshire pudding.
You like roast beef and all if today was out to go by.
Well, I don't mind it. I don't want it all the time.
No, but it is a nice change. And you love steak, Hannah. That's just beef.
Well,
It's just a different cut of...
But I don't like having it that often.
It's just a different cut of beef, that's all. Cold tea, ugh, horrible. You know what? I can't stand. You know they have these flavoured iced teas. No, no.
You mean like Lauren drinks?
Mm.
I like iced coffee, but not iced tea.
If my cup of tea goes cold, I will still drink it, but I will not drink an iced tea. And same with coffee. I will not drink an iced coffee.
I like iced coffee, and ones from all bargains are nice. 65p. Can't go wrong.
Hannah's just a walking advert for Home Bargains right now.
You get some nice stuff in Home Bargains. They've got
I'm
some,
sure you do,
autumn
but even
decorations
so.
at the minute, and they look quite pretty. Plus, do get some great bargains in there, in fairness.
We sure do. So yeah, isn't it funny?
Right now, Hannah, I am looking at a map.
Different foods, different places, same thing under a different name sometimes. Love me some iced tea, says Karen. Has to be made with the right brand of tea. Very important, if that is your thing. Do you have a favourite English tea, Karen? Have you tried any of ours? Or do you get like Twinings or anything over there?
Twinings is too posh for me.
But Twinings is the best.
Too posh.
Twinings has got a really weird taste to it, I think.
Depends on which kind you're having. Yeah, we have like lots of fruit teas and stuff here in the UK as well.
I like my PG tips.
I remember they had this thing at work where they brought round some samples of these cold brew tea bags that you could put in water, so it would flavour your water.
Yeah, infused, didn't it?
Ugh, horrible. Absolutely vile.
You see, I'm not a big tea drinker, but I have had various types of tea in my time, and I could tell you which ones I like and which ones I don't.
Yeah.
So.
Chai tea. No, I'm not keen on chai. I've had red bush tea.
Red bush tea?
Yeah, red bush tea is
Red
quite
bush tea?
interesting.
No, I don't know that one. Red bush tea?
It's supposed to be good for your metabolism, red bush tea.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you should be drinking that then, trying to lose
Scottish tea, Whittards, dark chocolate loose tea, and the tea from IKEA.
That's why I feel like you.
Lapsang tea.
We could do that at weekend when Andy's not here.
We could.
We'd have a nice little day trip. out
We'll
to
see.
IKEA.
While the cat's away.
While I'm in good old Boston.
Yeah, we'd have a nice, slow, steady walk round IKEA.
Lapsang tea,
Off you go then.
Assam, forward Irish tea. Ooh.
I'll be in Boston.
My brother used to quite like Earl Grey. I don't know if he still does.
Earl Grey. See, that's another one that I think is that tastes a bit.
It tastes like, I tried it once. I thought it tasted like washing up liquid.
It's meant to be, the taste is meant to be sort of up there with the sort of higher
fragrance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to taste up a tier, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they've just put too much into it.
Anything with jasmine in it, forget it.
Jasmine, that's the
Japanese,
flower, isn't it? Jasmine?
Yeah. I think jasmine tea is a Japanese thing, but
yeah,
I can't stand anything with. I just do not like the smell of jasmine. Interestingly, I like the sight of the flower, the roses, but I don't like the smell of them.
I can't stand the smell of lavender. But that's mainly because
Earl Grey, yeah.
Earl Grey, yeah. It's mainly because what, Hannah? Sorry.
But that's mainly because I made that pillar for my textiles GCSE.
Yeah.
And that has lavender flower on it.
Oh, I remember that.
And then when I teacher decided to put some lavender scent on it, which I agreed to. I did weren't forced to me now, I agreed to it. But then very quickly became sick of the smell and now can't stand it.
Lavender, I quite like the smell of lavender.
Hi,
Yeah,
Beecraft.
I
Thanks for
stand it.
joining. You live where they make Twinings tea. Ooh.
Too posh for me. Give me PG tips.
Hannah says it's too posh. She wants some PG tips.
I take donations.
Oh, Hannah, put your hand back in your pocket, will you?
I'm good at stuff.
Come on, back in your box. Off you go. Dear, oh dear.
Blimey.
She takes donations of chicken nuggets and PG tips.
Hey, I'm gonna give it a go. You never know, do you?
You are
I'm
funny,
afraid
Hannah.
you do.
You are funny. Dear, oh dear. That's it. She's had her food and she's scurried off back upstairs now out the
back in your
road.
box.
Get me back up here.
Back in your box.
Go on, off you go.
Back in your box. Go on.
Good fun in this house, it really is.
Oh dear, we could be here all night.
And Hannah's one that'll have a cup of tea and let it sit there and forget about it. And then she'll come and tip it down the sink and make another one. And then.
I mean, it's absolutely right.
I don't know. And then there were two, Andy.
What, just me and you?
Yep.
Dynamic duo here.
Definitely.
It's like Batman and Robin, isn't it?
Yep, certainly is. Oh my days. Oh, silver stitches. Let's have a look at these. What do you call it? Photographs. If my Gmail will behave itself on my tablet. It was misbehaving earlier.
Oh yeah, what way?
It was just not loading the pictures. Okay, so Silver Stitches has been working on. This is Peacock Days, and it looks to me like a Josephine wall. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that is her progress. It's a lovely lot of stitching in there, Silver Stitches. Looks absolutely cool. And then, no, let's try and open the other email, Nicola. And this one is, thank you. This one is another Josephine wall, I think. Bygone Sun. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, Sandy's a jam first girl. Favourite brand for iced tea is Tender Leaf Tea. I've never heard of that one, Karen. And then this is Silver Stitches progress on a start number 2 on some 20 count Ada. Both looking super duper there, Silver Stitches. Nicely done. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely work. Nerdy Stitcher hasn't had Techlit in years. Oh.
Every time I think it's not Tetley, is it? Which is the one that has the monkeys?
PG Tips.
PG Tips, that's it.
PG Tips had the monkeys in the adverts. PG Tips chimps.
That's it. And they were right funny.
Yep.
They were awesome.
Was that unfuzzy? I think it's unfuzzied now, Patsy. Yep, so nicely done on those 2 Silver Stitches. Great start on number 2 and great progress on number 1. Keep on going. Couple of strands a day in each one and you'll be making more progress quicker than you know it.
Blimey, that's a long one.
What's a long one? Oh, I don't ask.
A long village. I'm in the midst of rural Buckinghamshire here.
Oh, whereabouts?
On the border with Oxfordshire, sort of around Bicester area.
Oh yeah. Bicester, Tame, that kind of area.
Yeah. I'm just idly looking at potential places to go, like in the future.
Oh, have fun.
Not and I haven't decided when or whenever, but it's just the kind of like loud music. The reason I ended up here is because I was looking at Oxford earlier, and I was thinking, if I go to Oxford at some point, then
city, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's got 4 parishes within its boundaries. I was looking at that and thinking, can I marry that up with something close by? That's why I ended up out here. So
wherever you do, run it by me first, won't you?
It won't be until next year, but yeah, I will. The rest of this year is.
Rooibos is my favourite. My son brought some back from South Africa. Ah. The great tea debate.
What?
There's an alarm going off somewhere.
I've got everything.
Trust me, it's going off.
Hang on, let's turn my fan off. How the heck did you manage to hear that?
Because I've got ears like a cat.
Well, it's not our car anyway, because our car doesn't make that sound.
Okay, cool.
Really alarming, that. Can you see what I did there?
I can see what you did. Okay. Tea's incredibly contentious, yes.
Well, it is. I mean, people get quite wound up about tea, don't they? It's one of those things that you kind of have to be careful because there's so many different types of tea that if you speak ill of a certain type that you don't like, but somebody else does, people get defensive about it, don't they?
Absolutely. I have a plan for bygone summers. I'm going to go down where I reach the edge of the page. I'm going to sew down so I can get a variety of colours as the top is mostly blues. Yeah, good idea. Getting dark earlier and earlier. Yes, it is, Patsy. You know, I actually was talking to my stepfather about this today because my stepdad is in his early 80s and he's still driving and he's still, you know, looking after himself and he does quite well considering he's an 80-year-old man. But you might want to just shut that door, love, please, because that wash is getting loud.
It's going to start go off in a second.
Yeah. But he doesn't like driving at night, which, you know, for obvious reasons, you know, he doesn't like driving at night.
Fair enough.
So what I said to him is that during the winter months, we will move our main meal on Sunday to lunchtime instead of late afternoon. And it's funny because I was saying to him today that, you know, the nights are already starting to draw in. You know, we'll be looking at the change up in the next sort of couple of months, I would have thought.
Well, it's 8:30, isn't it? And it's starting to get dark.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's not. It is still light.
Street lights on, kind of dark, isn't it?
It is still light outside. You don't necessarily need a torch out there at the moment, but you know, give it half an hour, maybe an hour.
It'll be pictures, yeah. Doesn't seem like we've had any summer really this year, does it?
There's still some time, he said. Hoping that it doesn't actually come.
Yeah. What I find horrifying is people making tea in a microwave. Yep.
Oh, Americans do that, don't they?
Not necessarily.
They do. Oh, they do.
Have you seen how somebody made tea in an air fryer once?
Made tea in an air fryer?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but
I think they were just doing it for TikTok, you know, clout and what have you. But you know, you just think, are you that sad that you will just film yourself making tea in an air fryer?
How the heck can anyone make tea in an air fryer? I mean, I ask you.
I'll be honest with you, you know, we've had an air fryer, but I don't think air fryers are all that.
No. I mean, our air fryer is kind of, we don't use it very
It's redundant now, isn't it?
Well, no, Hannah still uses it occasionally, but it doesn't get used anywhere near as much as it used to. I mean, for a start, we've got a
working oven
now, which is kind of a big
deal, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, yeah. If you've got an oven, you don't really need an air fryer anymore.
Nope.
So, you know, I mean, that's the kind of story behind that. Where are we going with this?
I miss driving now, can't because of my epilepsy. Yeah, my stepdad's just getting to that point, though, in his 80s. I'm concerned about his safety while he's driving. He doesn't have any health issues that would stop him from driving. It's just the fact that, you know, he's in his 80s and how much longer can he go and he'd still be safe on the road?
Well, I mean, to hear Hannah talking about his driving is...
Yeah, I think it's more of it's not really so much a lift these days that he gives her, more of a white knuckle ride.
I mean, to hear what Hannah says, it's probably about right.
Yeah. Yeah, his spatial awareness isn't what it was.
It's not good, is it?
No.
But that's him, though, isn't it? I mean, he'll probably
he'll plod on as long as he can.
Yeah, he'll continue on because that's the kind of guy he is. He'll not give up without a fight. Put it that way.
Oh, definitely not. Because by that point, he'll have to rely on somebody else, and he doesn't want to be doing that.
No, he's not that kind of person.
So. Oh my goodness! Excuse me.
What's that? Is that the
I'm having a yawn.
Was that during the A41? Yes, it was.
So, anybody got anything lined up? Any plans this week? Anybody got anything exciting doing? I have my day in the office on Like I said, I'm going in on Thursday this week for a change. Anybody got out going on that's exciting? Anybody need any cheering on?
It's not so bad, 35 minutes. Enid might film a floss tube tomorrow. Finishing the sampler as well. Laundry. Oh dear. Christine is taking the whole family to a Pearl Jam concert. Brilliant. Good luck with that.
Where's it at, Christine? Ignore the non-Pearl Jam fan in the background. Nothing planned yet for Gail. Adria. Nothing Stitch related. Visiting your sister in Spain. Oh, now you see, that's quite exciting. I love Spain. Pulling out our oldest whip, says Laurie. It's for its rotation. Nothing doing for Patsy unless you count housework and stitching. General adulting. And a Walmart grocery order there for Enid. The concert is in Montana. And Kay is having lunch with the daughter-in-law on Thursday. She's working from home. That sounds lovely. Enjoy. Lots of stuff going on then. What have you got on this week, dear? Anything exciting apart from work?
No.
No.
Well, I'm going to Boston.
Oh, you're going to have a day with Lauren, aren't you, on Tuesday?
I'll have a day with Lauren, yeah, and then I'll be in Boston that weekend.
Yeah, you have a super duper lunch date with Lauren. And then at the weekend, I get to take her to IKEA by the sounds of things.
Well, that seems to be Hannah's choice, yeah.
Stitchy Pfeiffer, hello there. Combination of housework and stitching on a long dog sampler. Ooh, which one are you doing? Cheryl is next weekend going to tractor pulling at Great Eccleston. Ooh, sounds like something different.
Great Eccleston.
Yeah. Laurie has the house to herself all week. No work because of your back. Oh, bless you. Well, fingers crossed.
I have no idea where Great Eccleston is, but I'm about to find out.
Fingers crossed, Laurie, that your back improves.
Great Eccleston is in Lancashire.
Make sure that you are taking care of it, won't you?
It's on File Coast.
Linda is trying to figure out how I start and finish my thread. I do have a video on it, Linda. If you go to any of my full coverage Stitch with me's, I put one out yesterday. In the top right hand corner, just hover over it, there's an I button. Click on that and it'll show you the video of where I start and end my threads.
So I just searched up Great Eccleston, and actually on its Wikipedia page it even says it's known for its annual agricultural show. Is that what you're going to?
Is it part of the agricultural show there, Cheryl?
10 miles away from Fleetwood.
Love at First Sight. Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one, Stitchy Pfeiffer. I might have to go take a look. Nerdy, Enid, I've had the house to myself for a week. I'd clean the heck out of it. Want to come and do mine? You know, Hannah takes donations for chicken nuggets. I take donations for house cleaners.
Take donations, cash or card.
Gail going to London? No, first week of September. Super job. Kate will be spending the rest of the week stitching, gardening, and laundry. Ooh.
I mean,
hopefully in that order.
I was going to say, surely stitching takes priority.
Absolutely, it does.
See, I'm not even a stitcher, and I'm saying that.
Yep. You got him trained well.
This is what it's like living with a stitcher. I think to be honest, it's kind of, you kind of have to realise that stitching is a way of life.
Yep.
It's not just a hobby. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
But I seem to have got that.
I love my stitching.
I've got the gist of it now.
I love my stitchy time. My YouTube time.
And hopefully your Andy time.
And my Andy time, my Stitchy Peeps time. Because that includes you.
I'm a Stitchy Peep.
Yeah. Because you sit and join me when I'm stitching.
Well, I guess.
Okay. Sure, just kick everyone out for a whole week. No worries. Silver Stitches, nothing exciting, chores and stitching, writing and planning what to write. Sounds good to me. Stitchy Fife, it was released in June, the day before my birthday, so it would be rude not to. Absolutely, it would have been rude not to. USPS messed up again. My parcel was supposed to arrive on the 16th. Oh dear. Laurie, if it rains, definitely not. You won't have to water a thing. Second week back at work for Lynn after a total knee replacement, and the knee still hurts. Oh dear. Stitch Pfeiffer is also under the doctor for chronic back pain. My sympathies to you both. There is nothing worse than your back giving you some hassle. But a Kitted Up Prairie Schooler. Lovely job, Nerdy Stitcher Enid. Which one was it? Cheryl says, nope, it's the Europe finals for tractor pulling at the weekend. So it sounds like this is something different to the agricultural show, love.
Right.
So sounds good. Something different, isn't it? I'm on needle. Getting quite a lot done tonight. It's been so busy in here tonight. It's been lovely. Still got lots of you in. So nice that you all come and want to share your Sunday evenings, having a bit of a stitch and a bit of yammering about all sorts. Tea and the like. Chicken nuggets. Threw my back out during a simple day surgery. I want them to watch my hips. Oh dear. That does not sound like a pleasant experience there, Laurie. Especially if they were already told to be careful. It's not the best thing they could have done, is it? Wish I could stitch and type at the same time. If only we had an Indian goddess body with many arms. Yep. I'd be doing that too if I could. So Nicola, what made you decide to have a YouTube channel? You're inspiring me, but I don't know if I got the guts to do it. I found it, I enjoyed it, and I thought, why not try it? Andy had, by this point, had opened up his Village Idiot channel, and I could see that that was kind of gaining a bit of traction. He got a large number of subs quite quickly, and he was really, really enjoying what he was doing. So I was like, I want to do that. Because I've cross-stitched for a long time, and it was just something that I love to do. So why not share the love of cross-stitch? I'm always been apprehensive about, well, certainly was at the beginning, very apprehensive about having my face on the channel. I think really in the beginning it was because of my self-confidence. It was quite low at that point. But I made myself do it because I thought, heck, if I'm not going to do it now, I was sort of 46 at the time, I'm never going to do it, am I? So I just took a pile of whips, sat in my bedroom and filmed. I know a lot of frost tubers that don't show their face. They just show their hands, and I will watch those equally. A couple that spring to mind is Official Mermaid's Cove and Lindsay, the Elven Stitchery. Most of her videos are done just seeing her hands. And I found one earlier today. I think it was Yorkshire Crafter or Yorkie Crafter, one or the other, I can't remember. The name obviously that drew me to it, you know. But yeah, I just, you know, Andy was doing his and I thought, you know, yeah, I think I'd like to do it with my stitching. And it's turned out to be, for both of us, something that we both enjoy. Obviously, Andy's is very different to mine, and with his content being completely different as well. We both have different demographics of people. For me, it's stitchers, stitching community, crafters, that kind of thing. And for Andy, it's everything else. So places, people, history, architecture, postcode nerdiness, that kind of thing. You know, it's lots of, Andy's channel ticks lots of boxes. But yeah, we both love doing what we do equally. But it was a now or never for me. I'm going to get on and do it. Oh, come on. Give it a shot. Might not pan out. Mine hasn't. Probably never will, as I'm not an extrovert and I have no in real life friends to advocate for me. It requires some outside influence. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people doing floss tube now. I consider myself to be incredibly lucky, especially in more recent times. You know, I've been very lucky. I like watching Stitching Me videos when I'm stitching, chatty, music and ASMR. Well, Stitchify for it, it's your lucky day because I do all three. So yeah, it took me an awful long time to get to 1,000 subscribers. It took me over 18 months to get to that point. I started it in the April, and it was the following year, Christmas, that I actually hit my 1,000. It was just such a slow climb. It was ridiculous, and it's only recently sort of taken off. But the video that I did where I talk about the big stitch, floss tube number 30, is doing incredibly well at the moment. So I think it's popping up on a lot of people's algorithm. So I know that I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, hence the video that I popped out yesterday, just saying a little bit about me. Took me a bit to show my face, said Karen, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Yep. Absolutely right, that Karen. I find the floss tube community is open to new people. There are many. Most watch the first few and then decide if they like. Yeah. I'm not very chatty. I don't know how I could talk and stitch. I'll have to ruminate over this. Well, do you know what, Enid? I have known floss tubers, like I think Teresa Little Stitcher did it, where she's done a Stitch With Me video like this kind of thing that I'm doing now. But what she did was that she recorded the stitching and then she overlaid her voice on afterwards. So, you know, if you can't talk and stitch at the same time, then it doesn't really matter because you can just add your soundtrack on. Hey, Karen, did you get your craft optics back yet? I know that you're waiting for them to come back, aren't you, after an update? So get you back stitching again, you know, with all of your pieces, because I know you can stitch on one or two. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to seeing Fred finished up as well when you get to that point. Best advice to anyone that wants is to just be yourself. My channel has the bloopers included. Yep, mine does too, because I don't do editing. Occasionally, Andy might have to dip a little sound that Hannah might make as she passes by in the morning. That kind of thing. Because she's a mare for doing that. But no, I tend to leave my videos as they come. But definitely, yes, being yourself is very important, because it's very hard to keep up an appearance. But I'm not computer savvy, don't know how to edit. Me neither, that's why I have an Andy. Loved your video yesterday. Oh, thanks, Karen. And I loved your comments. And I don't know why the lines either, but, you know, it was a super comment. Thank you for that. Tell Andy to leave that in next time. It will be hilarious. Okay, because I'm doing a Stitch with me tomorrow, and she'll probably do it then. Well, she'll be filming it tomorrow for release on Thursday. I watched your intro once, says Lynn. It was nice. Ah, thank you. Stitchify for I love your bloopers, Karen. You always say we never know what we're going to get in your videos. That's what makes it fun. Absolutely. It's what makes it fun. I need an Andy, says Silver Stitches. Can we clone him?
You might struggle. Why do you need me?
Editing skills.
Yeah, I don't have any.
You edit my videos just fine.
Okay.
Hello.
I'll be honest with you. Editing your videos is like the easiest thing I do, like, ever. Because your videos literally just have a start and an end on them, or if they're musical Stitch with me's, they just need music underneath.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's not all that.
Taxi?
No, that's fairly easy compared to how I put mine together. That is very simple.
Hopefully they'll be back this week. Oh, I hope so for you, Karen. Everything crossed. I don't have very basic editing skills. I don't know how to slap a pic in a video up in the corner type of thing. I can insert clips, photos, etc. in points. Yeah, me now, I don't know how to do any of that. All I do is film my video and then, here, Andy, here's my phone. And then he hands it back when he's downloaded the file. And that's it. That's as far as my editing skills go. I have a village idiot, says Laurie, but he's not like yours.
Must be better than Mickey's then.
And is a very handy man to have around. He's a man that is not afraid of the washing machine, the dryer, the sink full of washing up, the hoover, the putting the rubbish out, that kind of thing. He's not afraid of none of that. Hiya, love.
It's good to know I've got uses.
You have many. You're an immense support. Handy Andy. Yay. Definitely. And of course, you know, when my ex-husband became my ex-husband, Andy stepped in and stepped up. He picked up where the ex-husband left off, which was enormous. And he gave the girls lots of stability, guidance, time, love and care and attention. And, you know, I have 3 girls who have turned out fantastic. They could have become very damaged after what happened between me and the dad, as all children of a broken home of a divorced parents can. But no, they've turned out to be very, decent and well-balanced young ladies. And I will give Andy absolute props for that. Dreamy then, she says. Silver Stitcher says, yeah, absolutely. But he's mine. I'm sorry, girls. You're going to have to fight over him. But, you have to wait until I'm done because he's mine right now.
Whoa, back up. Until you're done?
Yeah.
What?
Which means that I never will be.
I was going to say. I thought, what?
No.
Am I just going to reach
Andy, I'm not sticking you in a raffle or anything,
Blimey, can you imagine putting me in a raffle?
Shall we put him in a slave auction? We'll start a GoFundMe slave auction.
Blimey.
That means that you'd have to go around and edit videos in a little apron or something. Laurie's village idiot is a master carpenter that makes a big fry up for breakfast. Sounds good.
Oh.
Any villagers up your way, Laurie? You can always come for a visit.
Where is Laurie?
Canada.
Oh. Well,
he's a good man. You're spot on, Lynn, he is.
I'm not being funny, but I'm not going to Canada just to do some filming. So
yeah, but you can get a fry up off Laurie or Laurie's husband at the same time.
Poutine, what I say.
Poutine, exactly. See, there you go. Dum.
Oh dear.
Is he blushing just a little bit?
Me?
Aye.
No, I'm not blushing. I'm fine.
In other words, I'm not making you blush enough then.
Well, that's up to you. I mean,
I'll tell you all his secrets when he's not listening.
I don't have any secrets.
I can think of a couple, but we'll keep the mystique, eh?
Would you like to inform me?
Yeah, I'll do it later.
Oh, I can think of one.
Oh,
yes,
there you go. See?
I can think of one that you're thinking of. I can definitely think of one secret that you're thinking of, but you're not saying that on there.
What? The fact that you like chocolate. A lot of chocolate.
Not that.
You like a lot of chocolate.
That, to be fair, Nick, you're liking chocolate, that's not a secret. Everybody knows.
I love him to bits. Me and him always have had this where we can bounce off each other and it just be funny.
Sorry to disappoint you, ladies. I'm just going to disappear for a minute because if I don't, the mountain of washing up may decide to breed.
Oh, okay, cool. That's it. He's off washing up. We can talk about him now. He's not here. I bet he's listening at the door. He's had to close the door because the washing machine's about to take off. Oh, dear. All good fun. No, genuinely, he is an absolute superstar. I don't know what I'd do without him. Right, tomorrow I will be working. He will, as soon as work is over, take me to the supermarket so I can get that done. He will probably make dinner as well. He does quite a bit of cooking. I do Sundays, sometimes Mondays and Tuesdays. But if I'm tired, he will pick up. And he does an awful lot around the house. I can't fault him. He's currently just in the kitchen now with a heap of washing up. Very domestic he is. I've noticed that channels that have low quality videos, no editing, etc., have absolutely tons of subscribers. That's a case of not what you know, it's who you know, I think. Is he being rude? Nah, he's fine. My husband and I are celebrating our 50th anniversary today, says Linda Silverman. Congratulations, Linda. That's absolutely wonderful, a magnificent achievement, and you should be very proud. And I hope you've been absolutely spoiled rotten because you absolutely deserve it. It'll be 6 years for me and Andy next month. We're singing now. Oh, crikey. Got to be careful, he might smash a window. Don't tell him that. His big secret is he can't sing, although he does try. Yeah, it's wonderful that 50 years, eh? I don't see many 50th anniversaries these days. It's a sad fact, but there it is. So to be able to congratulate you, Linda, is a real pleasure. Gosh, if me and Andy get to 50 years, I'll be 94. Oh my God. Do you know what? And if I'm still alive at 94, I should still be stitching. Andy might still be traipsing around villages. You never know. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Truly is. I seem to have done loads of stitching tonight. Just do a mark off. Let's see where I am. Blimey, doing quite well. I'm aiming to get to at least 300 stitches on this live. You remember when I got married, Lynn? Yeah, we kept it a secret. Just the 12 of us. Me, Andy, and the girls, his parents, my stepdad, my brother, my sister, my nephew, and the photographer's wife. Obviously, the photographer was there as well, which kind of made it 13, but I see him as the photographer, not a guest, so as not to have an unlucky number. Did you do anything special, Linda? Yes, do let us know. Does Andy just cover England on his channel? Out first, he chins up to Scotland. He's just covering England at the moment because there are 10,474 parishes in England, 800 and something in Scotland, and Patsy's already volunteered a spare room to him when he decides to tackle some of those. So, yeah, all good. But definitely it's going to be England first. And if he has the time, he will go ahead and do Scotland. Karen will be 42 years married on the 27th of August, Karen. That's wonderful also. 42 years. That means that you must have got married in 1982 then. Same year as Charles and Diana. Oh, no, it was 81, wasn't it, Charles and Diana? (1982). Good year. I was 7 years old in 1982. Oh, and me as well. There's a double bed. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Patsy. Hey, I might just want the holiday from him. I can say that when he's out of the room. He's still busy washing up. I'll be 39 come this October. 39 yourself, or 39 years married, Laurie? I don't know if you're old enough for 39 years married, are you? was talking to somebody at work a couple of weeks ago who's retiring in a month. Doesn't look old enough to retire. So all I'll say was that he didn't have a very big paper on, and he must be using some good face cream. You were 2 in 82, were you, Silver Stitches? Yeah. 39 years married. Wow. I didn't think you were that. I didn't think. I didn't think. In the nicest possible way. I didn't think you were that old, Laurie. Super job. Super duper. Welcome anytime, all of us, the girls too. Thanks, Patsy. What about the cat though? Can you manage the meowing cat? She's a pain in the butt. I was reading an article today about cats, and cats that meow a lot are apparently attention seekers. We're going to stay home, says Linda, with the dogs and enjoy each other. And then next week we'll have a big party. That sounds wonderful. And I do hope that it's everything that you hope for and more, Linda. And do enjoy your celebration, your well-deserved celebration. Sofa bed in the living room, brilliant. Young at heart, says Laurie, keeps me happy. Lynn got married in 81 and happily divorced in 2008. Oh, I hear that one. Married in 97 for me, happily divorced in 2014. Happily remarried in 2018. Very happily remarried. I have a dog that would eat it. It's a shame. Okay. I would agree with that. My cat whines all the time and just wants attention. Yep. The sign of a spoiled cat, apparently. If they meow for attention, if they meow for food, and if they sit there looking at it because they know that you'll get them something else as well. Although I don't do that with my cat. I'd made her have it last night. She'd left most of her tea time meal, and I said to Andy, just stir it up, chuck a couple of cat treats on top, put in a different dish, and she'll eat it, and she did. Your story of getting married reminds me of ours. We didn't tell anyone. Had another couple go with us as witnesses. Went and had breakfast, then I went to work to pick up my paycheck. Yeah. After my mum had passed away, Karen, I just didn't feel that I could handle a big wedding with lots of people and my mum not being there. So for me, keeping it small could be a portion to grief, really. I went to work, pick up my paycheck, sign my name, Karen Bug. That's not your name. I told her I got married. She asked when, and I said, oh, back 2 hours ago. Brilliant. I have a wonderful, good, kind man. Been seeing him 13 years now. We'll never marry, but that's A-okay. As long as you're happy, Lynn, that's what's important. Yeah, to be happy is more important than any bit of paper, isn't it?
Well, you have both.
I do. I'm very lucky. He's opened the door nice. He's sticking his head over the parapet to have a listen.
Sticking my head over the parapet.
I've been talking about you while you've been gone.
What have you been saying?
All your secrets.
Including the one that I know you're thinking of.
I don't know which one you're even thinking and insinuating that I am thinking of.
There is no way I'm saying it on camera.
That's cool. You don't have to. Just whisper it in my ear later. I have an amazing husband, says Sussex Stitcher. Cool. It's always good when we get a good man. Come on. I like the right colour pattern, keeper. Come on. The younger of my two is a noisy little pest. After he's eaten his dinner, I use the litter tray, comes through to the living room, meowing at the top of his lungs, telling
Sounds
me.
like our angel.
Yeah, certainly does. She can be a monkey for that. She really can.
Speaking of which, I expect to see her any minute now.
Yeah. That stitch is done.
That stitch is done.
Indeed.
Mark it off then.
I have.
Have you?
Yep. Because this stitch now completes my stitchy goal for today. Silver Stitches never got married. I wanted and dreamed to feel like a failure sometimes in never reaching my ultimate goal in life, to be a wife and a mother, sort of unfulfilled. There are plenty of things in life other than being a wife and a mum.
Being a stitcher for a start.
Exactly. Later in life, I met a lady named Laurie. We were married on the same day, but I took her maiden name and she took mine. Pretty freaky. Oh, right. Mine whines more now, says Christine. I think he's complaining about the dog I inherited. Yep. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. Mark that one off. So that is, I started off at 1190 and I've ended up at 1500. So 310 stitches. Oh, and I think it's time to put this one down there. Do you know, these words come out so much clearer through the camera. And I know it sounds silly, but they do. It's weird. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this one this evening. But as ever, I do not want to leave you guys without thanking you all very much indeed, for your wonderful company. It's such a pleasure doing these live streams, and I know that you guys, really do enjoy joining in on them. If you're here tonight for the first time, I'm doing it all again on Wednesday. So if you fancy a midweek stream, 7:30 p.m. UK time, come in and join us.
First-timers in tonight?
Yeah, one or two first-time commenters. So, yeah. Right, so I'm going to go and, do a couple of other odds and ends before disappearing up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. The name of the two channels, Stitchy Fife, was that the ones I mentioned where you don't necessarily see people? Because if so, that was in the Lindsay, the Elvin Stitchery, official Mermaid's Cove.
While we're on the subject of channels, shameless plug for myself.
Oh, yes, and don't forget about the Village Idiot channel as well. Go on, shameless plug, Andy. Yeah, Lindsay, Lynsey, at the Elvin Stitchery. And then official Mermaid's Cove. Both very different floss tubers. Lindsay does like a monthly vlog. And Mermaid's Cove uploads 2 or 3 times a week. Tend to be sort of shorter videos. But anyway, right, I'm clearing off, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. You've been absolutely wonderful. It's been a real good chat. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And for those of you who are in on Wednesday, I'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.